Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So Oklahoma's offense making their way on the field to open this game. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And, Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They had put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022 and wide left and hits the ground in the year of 2023.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. Important third down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. You guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Good enough for first down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Grab down the middle. It's Mendez. Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver, that is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. The sure hands. It's Porter. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. And the Bears looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
He's running out of time here. Can't find anybody on third down. Throws it away. And now 4th down coming up. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. And that one's straight down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here. Makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he gave it a shot, but shouldn't have just left the ball in the end zone. They spotted it at the 19. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Well executed. He finds space and gets the first down yardage.
Chris, it's just a great throw here. Surgical and precise in doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
Inside the 45. Continues to fight for yards. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks like he's going to run it. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Good defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Caught quickly. Tackle made after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
The Sooners looking to cash in the red zone. He hands it to the back. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He pulls it in for a big gain. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. And Kirk Baylor has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps the football. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This quarterback on fire today. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. And he's got it. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
The quarterback was selling that he was going to throw the ball downfield, and I think the defense fell for it. Instead, he goes to the curl route. And I think it really caught this defense off guard.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. Breaking free at midfield. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And the point after is good. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. The last drive, the passing game. very effective, moving him right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's complete downfield. Get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Slides the quick throw. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. You got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
The Sooners will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Mendez. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Bears looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
New center down to the offense. 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Fires it to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a shot here. He makes the grab. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
1st down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Oh, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he scores. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Grab down the middle. It's Evans. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. And the Bears come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. No huddle here for the offense. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Mendez. Defense makes the stop after the completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. And he'll set up to throw. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
It's a good thing they pick up the first down here, because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Crucial. 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Caught near the sideline. It's Porter.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. See what the call is on 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. You cannot escape the defense with a sack.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
And the Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a quick grab. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Bears will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
That's caught. It's Mendez. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. And the Bears look to keep this drive moving. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Throws it to the right. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Baylor. And they go in front here in the second half.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Made the defense look slow that time.
Chris, is a great touchdown by the quarterback and receiver, but I just can't help but think this is why defensive coordinators work so hard on the pursuit drill. Better effort from the collective defense might have prevented that from being a touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. First down. They're going to throw the football. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Empty set now. 5 wide. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. Defense. So penalty on the defense moves the offense 5 yards closer. Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, and it's almost picked off, and chance for their first interception today. Going to set up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Oh, that one's picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. And the interception taken to the house, a big 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. Let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack.
I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And they get him down after the completion. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Bears hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll give it to the back. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Bears are on the move here. Makes a quick catch.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll be taken down. Marker on the field. If it's on the offense, that'll be a sack. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Third down play for this offense. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the first down. So they're short on fourth down. The coach decides to trot out the field goal team. After making his first attempt, this one is from 43 yards out. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
When they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. As with the quarter break, Kurt, Oklahoma has the lead. Sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Quarterback lost track of the play clock. That'll cost the offense 5. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back, lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught in the backfield. It's Porter. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, you get some positive yards in the opening play of this drive. They need 2 touchdowns, so anything to move them closer to that first touchdown is always going to be good.
Defense is coming after him. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it. Try to find.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Intercepted. Picked off by the defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football. Oklahoma knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. It really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. On the move, looking deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. The offense still on the field to go for it on 4th and 11. To throw, it's Lagway. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. The Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw yet again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the route is on. Spot in the natty at stake. This defense is being shredded. They're looking in the end zone. This guy.
Man, I don't know. To come up with double coverage or blitzing, something to try to slow down not just the receiver, but got to pressure the quarterback. But right now, the receiver's just in a zone. Sometimes you get into that spot, and it's so hard to get you out of it. I know if I were this quarterback, keep throwing him the rock.
So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the left side. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. So one play moves the ball to the 42-yard line. It'll be first down. And the quarterback dropping back. It's caught downfield. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter, a fourth down play. They step up yet again. You give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal your victory.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Try to run it with the option. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. The Sooners will bring their punt team onto the field. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. Can they put together something here? Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up. Here's the second down play. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Evans. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he'll drop back here on third down. The pass rush closing in. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 20. Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. This thing is so out of hand. All you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. And looking to throw now on first down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together his kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking.
Got him. He's sacked.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a fourth interception by this defense here today. Does bring up fourth down. The Bears will bring their punt team onto the field. It's a rough drive for the offense. Punter comes on and booted away. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there. As this clock continues to wind down, this offense has had a great day.
And the Sooners line up on 1st and 10 now. Makes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's brought down there to wrap up this game. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.